Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you all for attending this session. Today, I'm gonna talk about the world of cybersecurity, and Dr. Irmak is also here. We'll talk about Magnimind Academy's Cybersecurity Bootcamp. If you are ready, yeah, we can start.
We are ready and excited to be here. So we are listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much. Okay, then. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hassan. I'm a cybersecurity consultant and penetration tester. I have diverse security assessment experiences. I'm also a CompTIA Pentest Plus certified penetration tester and certified in cybersecurity by ISC Square and CREST. I will be one of the instructors in Magnimind Academy's Cybersecurity Bootcamp. Here is the outline of our presentation. In this presentation, we will talk about what is cybersecurity, why is cybersecurity so important nowadays, career opportunities in cybersecurity, statistics about cyber attacks and cyber defense, also statistics about the cybersecurity employment gap. In this case, what are we offering as Magnimind Academy and our cybersecurity bootcamp? So let's talk about what cybersecurity is. You can find lots of definitions of cybersecurity, but here is mine. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting computers, servers, mobile devices, mobile phones, tablets, electronic systems, networks, and data from digital attacks like theft, damage, and unauthorized access. We can add lots of things to the description of cybersecurity, but I have to keep it brief right now. So the main point is cybersecurity is becoming increasingly important as technology becomes more advanced and integrated into our daily lives. Why is cybersecurity so important nowadays? It's because cyber attacks are becoming more frequent, sophisticated, and damaging. Cyber attacks can result in data theft, financial loss, reputation damage, legal liability, and even physical harm. Cybersecurity is crucial to protecting businesses, governments, critical infrastructures, and also individuals from cyber threats. Well, cybersecurity seems important. So what is cybersecurity offering as a job field to us? There are many career opportunities in cybersecurity, including cybersecurity analyst, security operations center SOC analyst, information security analyst. These are the main analyst roles in cybersecurity. Security consultant, penetration tester, which is also my current role, incident responder, cybersecurity engineer, threat intelligence analyst, and many more. These careers are in all high demand, and the demand for cybersecurity professionals is expected to continue growing in the coming years. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Here are some statistics about cyber attacks. I'm going to highlight some of them. For example, global cyber attacks increased by 38% in 2022. The top 3 most attacked industries were education research, government, military, and healthcare in 2022. 11% of all cybersecurity incidents were caused by ransomware attacks. It is very popular nowadays. 82% of all breaches involved the human element. Human element is considered as the weakest link of the chain. For example, the use of stolen credentials, phishing, social engineering, misuse of systems, or human error. The statistics are terrifying, aren't they? Yeah. And what about the defense side, cyber defense side? For example, 84% of all cybersecurity incidents involved servers in 2022. For example, 56% of them are web application servers, websites. Here is another statistic about the average time to identify and contain a breach was 277 days in 2022. It means that the companies and organizations are aware of the data breach after almost 300 days. 83% of organizations had more than one data breach in 2022. So it means that hackers targeted the organizations more than once. The organizations can be a target continuously. And the global average cost of a data breach was 3.6 million pounds, approximately 4.35 million US dollar in 2022. And 60% of data breaches lead to increases in prices passed on to customers in 2022. So what it means that not only companies and businesses are affected by cyber attacks, but also the customers, we are affected by the service or product price increase. It's because companies spend more for their cyber technology and reflected this cost to us. So can we say that after our previous slides, there is a combat between cyber attackers and defenders? Definitely yes. To support this combat, cybersecurity needs more workforce. So according to the statistics, according to the fortune.com, there is a massive employment gap in cybersecurity. The cybersecurity workforce has reached an all-time high with an estimate 4.7 million professionals, but there is still a global shortage of 3.4 million workers in this field, according to the 2022 ISC Square Cybersecurity Workforce Study. And that shortage persists despite the addition of more than 400,000 more cybersecurity positions in 2022. In 2021, some cybersecurity salaries jumped by more than 16% to well over the six-figure mark in the US job market, for example. So we have stated some points. In this case, what are we offering as Magnimind Academy? In today's digital world, the demand for highly skilled IT professionals, especially cybersecurity professionals, continues to grow. And the need for robust cybersecurity measures has never been more critical. To prepare people for success in this rapidly evolving field, we have created a cybersecurity bootcamp and carefully designed it to cover all the essential cybersecurity topics. By the way, the next cohort starts on the 9th of March. Please have a look at the Magnimind Academy's website to learn more about the Cybersecurity Bootcamp. At this point, Dr. Irmak is here. We'll continue to the presentation. I would like to thank you all for listening to my part. I'll be still here if Dr. Irmak needs me. Thank you so much.
So can you share my profile, please?
Okay, can you share it, Dr. Irmak? You're welcome. And Dr. Irmak here he is cybersecurity analyst and training coordinator as well. And can you share your screen or?
Actually, I'm going to screen of Mr. Çokakoglu.
Okay.
We are going to use same presentation. So
okay, good.
Then let's start with Magnimind's new cybersecurity bootcamp. Actually, today we are very excited because depending on our previous experiences, now we are about to launch our new program of cybersecurity analyst bootcamp in coming days. And my name is Fatih Irmak. I'm a PhD in sociology, and also I'm a cybersecurity analyst, and I'm working as training coordinator right now for the Magnimind. And today I'm going to share the details of our new bootcamp. And can we pass to the other slide, please?
Okay. Yeah, here it is.
And today, as I mentioned, I'm going to talk about the details of our new cybersecurity bootcamp. And this bootcamp mainly includes 4 main modules. The first one is IT fundamentals. The second one is network. The third one is cyber attacks. And the last one is cybersecurity. Can we pass to the other slide? Okay. So, as an academy, actually, we are working with one of the well-known training and certification company in the world. It is CompTIA, and the contents of these modules are based on CompTIA's training material. And in each module, we are going to use a different textbook of CompTIA. In IT fundamentals, we will be using CompTIA ITF Plus, and in network, we will be using CompTIA Network Plus textbook, and in cyber attacks module, we will be using CompTIA Pentest Plus textbook, and in the last module, we will be using CompTIA Security Plus textbook. And let's start with the first one, the first module, if you like. And in this module, we are going to provide our students with an understanding of fundamental concepts and principles of information technology. And this foundation will be very useful in later stages of our training program. And without these fundamentals, we cannot go further. And actually, it will be a very short module, but it will be very significant for our understanding of the later stages of our training program. And in this module, we are going to talk about basic IT concepts and terminology, and basic infrastructure, operating systems that you may know. And we are going to also talk about software and applications. Can we please pass to the other slide? Okay. In our network module, we are going to talk about network concepts, again, infrastructure, network operations, network security, and network tools and troubleshooting. And especially, we are going to introduce new concepts, new notions in this module. We are going to talk about ports, protocols, and IT different layers, routing, switching, IPs, IP addresses, and network topologies, wireless technologies, and also cloud concepts. Can we please test the other slides? Cyber attacks. And this is actually one of the important modules in this bootcamp. As you may imagine, it's all about attacks. And that is our main concentration, or that is going to be our main concentration during this training program. So in this module, actually, we are going to provide an ethical hacking mindset to our students. During the module, our students will learn the main attack types, how attackers gather information, how actually they scan our systems, and how they attack our systems, how they exploit our systems. And also we are going to talk about ethical hacking side of this attacks, and we will have some hands-on labs in this module, and as a result of our analysis in this hands-on labs, we are going to prepare some reports. We are going to prepare some reports of vulnerability analysis. And as a result, we are going to recommend some remediations. How can we block these attacks? How can we prevent these attacks? So during this module, you are not going to be an attacker actually, or a hacker. You are going to be on the ethical side of this issue, and you are going to have an image of what is offensive side of cybersecurity. So it is very important. And we are going to introduce you some tools of penetration test. And also we are going to talk about basic concepts of scripting. And can we pass to the other slide, please? And this is the last module of our training. And again, we are going to talk about attacks, but this time, actually, this will be the defensive part of cybersecurity. In previous module, we are going to talk about offensive side, but in this module, we are going to talk about defensive side. So when it comes to attacks in this module, we are going to teach you how to determine type of attack. We are going to teach you how to determine actions of hackers. And then we are going to talk about architecture and design, which means virtualization of cybersecurity tools, cloud computing, and authentication and authorization. These are the actually the main prevention methods against some cyber attacks. And you will be actually learning the implementation of cyber resilience in this module. And when it comes to implementation, we will be sharing how to implement secure wired and wireless networks. We are going to talk about secure network designs, security settings, identity and access management, and in operations and incident response. We are going to teach you how to use appropriate tools to secure the organization, actually, that you are going to work for. And then we will be sharing with you endpoint detection response tools, in short, EDR, security information and event management tools, in short, CIEM. And we are going to experience this security information and event management part with an important tool widely used in the industry, which is Splunk. And we will be talking about also in this part, vulnerability analysis, and we will be teaching you an important tool, Tenable Nessus. And in the last part of this module, governance, risk, and compliance, we will be talking about regulations such as GDPR. Maybe many of the participants of this presentation may have some knowledge about this GDPR. And also we are going to introduce the standards, industry standards such as PCI DSS, which is mainly used by banking system in the global banking system. And also we will be introducing some frameworks such as National Institute Standards and Technology, in short NIST, mainly used in the USA. And then we are going to complete this part. And can we pass to the other slide, please? And this is our weekly plan. And according to our weekly plan, we will have only 3 days for lessons, 3 days lessons. And then we will have 1 day for case studies. And these case studies actually will be organized in line with the curriculum. And then we will be providing the coaching starting from the 15th week of our program. And you will have 2 days off, which is Wednesday and Sunday. But actually, you will be studying in both days. I think so. You will be very busy. But still, we try to keep it short and simple for you. And then, can we pass to the other slide, please? And in our actually case study sessions on Fridays, and you will have some, I saw a question here. If you like, we are going to answer all the questions in the end of this presentation. It will be more useful in terms of using the time. And actually on Fridays, we will have some case study sessions in order to actually improve our hands-on experience. And mainly we are going to use one of the most developed platforms in the world. It is called as TryHackMe. And at this stage, I would like to invite Mr. Çokakoğlu in order to give a good explanation how our instructors are going to use this platform as a part of this curriculum. Mr. Çokakoğlu.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Irmak. Yeah, regarding the hands-on experience and cyber labs, Magnimind Academy will offer you a great cyber lab environment for free, which is TryHackMe. It is a vulnerable systems platform provider to test your knowledge and skills. The problem is, after or during your learning, during your bootcamp, you need to test your cyber attacks or defense skills on a system or server. You can't just go outside and attack other computers or company servers. So, you know, it would be a cybercrime in this case. Without the consent of the asset owner, every attack is considered as an illegal cyber attack. So how can I test my learnings and my new skills without committing a crime? There are some platforms that offer you some vulnerable machines, servers, or applications that you can test your skills on them legally. TryHackMe is one of them. It is one of the best platforms you can have hands-on experience. It is more user-friendly, especially beginner-friendly. You will have premium access to TryHackMe during the Magnimind Academy's bootcamp. And let me show you the TryHackMe platform briefly here. Can you see my screen, Dr. Irmak?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, actually, let me log out first. It is tryhackme.com. It is, it has some rooms that covers real-world scenarios, cybersecurity, cyber attacks, or cyber defense scenarios. As I said, Magnimind Academy will provide you premium account credentials, and you can log in with those credentials here. Let me log in with mine. Yeah, traffic lights. Okay, here is the dashboard of TryHackMe. You can see some of the statistics about your account, but I'm gonna show you the learn section here. There is lots of learning paths, for example, introduction to cybersecurity or complete beginner section, complete beginner learning path from scratch to which learning path you are following. You can focus on that subject. And here is also lots of modules. These modules focus on specifically a tool or some kind of attack or defense method. And here is also some vulnerable networks, covers more than one servers or more than one networks. So you can also test your learnings and skills on them. There are also
Mr. Çokakolu, could you please enlarge the screen a little bit so we can see better?
So sorry for that. Okay, let me zoom it a little bit. Yeah, is it better?
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, yeah. TryHackMe has more than 600 rooms. There are mainly two types of rooms. The first one is like walkthroughs. For example, I want to give this room as an example, Nmap. Nmap also is a well-known cybersecurity tools. You are gonna use this tool very much during our bootcamp. This type of rooms, walkthrough rooms, basically gives information about that topic, about that subject. And after you read and learn this information, you need to answer those questions. And after that, you need to complete these tasks. Some of the rooms has practical tasks. For example, these rooms also has a machine. First, you need to deploy this machine, and after that, this room provides you a IP address of the target machine. After that, you can access this machine and you can practice your knowledge on that machine and answer those questions also. And after that, you can complete the room. The second type of rooms is CTF. It means capture the flag challenges. So for example, let me show you which one. Yeah, takedown. This type of rooms don't give you much information about the target. So basically, it looks like a black box testing. So you have no information or very limited information about the target. So basically, you are just downloading task files or just starting the target machine. After that, the room provides you a machine IP address. This is your target machine IP address. And after that, you need to hack this machine. You need to get an initial access to this machine. And after that, you will find two files in this target machine. The first one is user.txt. The second one is root.txt. After gaining initial access, you need to read the content of this file, and you need to submit the value of that content here. And the second part is getting more complicated, of course. And you need to elevate your privilege, your account's privilege. So you need to basically gain a root access on Linux machines or administrator access on Windows machines. And after that, you can read the content of this file and you can submit it here. Then you can complete the room. So here's a chart and some points about the points of the users here. And after completing each room, you are collecting points here, and it gives you a level. So, for example, among almost 1.7 million users, the TryHackMe gives you a rank. So after completing room by room, you are gaining more confidence. Your motivation will boost when you see your rank here. So it's also very useful to keep you motivated in this platform. So is there anything I didn't mention?
And shall I add some points regarding this training
Yes, please.
platform?
Yes, please.
Yes. Actually, you will have a kind of training account, and this will be provided to you as free memberships during our bootcamp. And you will have the chance to share your accounts with your other social platforms such as LinkedIn. And it is very attractive for many employers in the industry. And depending on your score, your percentage, actually, which means your success in the completion of these rooms here, and you will be a good candidate for many positions in the industry. And after the completion of some paths in TryHackMe, you will have some badges and you will have some certificates. So it will be practical actually to share these certificates in your social accounts. So it has many faces, let's say, many benefits, and this will be provided to you as a free membership. And on the other side, our bootcamp will not be only a theoretical explanations, and these parts will support our hands-on experience. So you will improve your skills. At the end of this bootcamp, you will have some skills to use some tools. You will have some experience to react some cyber attacks. And we can end this part if you like. If there is any other explanation or points, Mr. Protocolo, you can continue, but that's all.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Irmak.
And we will be using actually TryHackMe as a part of our case studies on Fridays. And we can pass to the other slides. And depending on the number of our students, we are going to divide our students into groups, and you will have that team experience, which is required in the industry. And we will implement all our case studies and all our group studies with these teams, including you. And these are some topics we are going to focus on during our bootcamp. But there may be some bonus, some surprise workshops as a part of these case studies. And we will be informing you about this in coming months. And shall we continue, please? Shall we continue to the next slide, please?
Oh, is there any delay? I'm on the module assessment slides.
Okay then. Okay, thank you. And after each module, we will be giving you some assessments, and these assessments are very important actually in order to evaluate your progress in our bootcamp. And these assessments will also be important to identify your knowledge gaps. And we will be supporting your learning in one way by giving you these assessments. And the main purpose will be giving you these assessments actually to prepare you to CompTIA Security Plus exam. So after each module, you will be given a set of questions. And these questions will be previous questions actually asked in CompTIA Security Plus. And you will have a sense of this exam. from the very beginning of the bootcamp. And during the modules, you will improve your preparation, your understanding of CompTIA Security Plus. And regarding these module assessments, that's all. And we can talk about coaching. Coaching will start from the 15th week of our bootcamp. Why? Because we will still have enough time to give you some tips to prepare you to the industry. And we will have a structured coaching program as a part of this bootcamp. And in our coaching, we will provide you personalized guidance, and we will support your career developments. And we will also address some technical challenges during your applications. And also, we are going to build your soft skills. This is the most important part of actually this bootcamp. Okay, you will build your career as a cybersecurity analyst or junior cybersecurity analyst during the bootcamp, but this part is the most important part of this bootcamp, because you will be in the beginning of introducing yourself to the industry. So the coaching in that sense will be very important, and we are going to motivate you, and we will help you to find a good position in the industry. And regarding coaching, that's all. And as I mentioned, during the program, we are going to prepare you one of the most important certification in the industry, which is provided by CompTIA. CompTIA is, as I mentioned, is a very important entity. It's actually an association. It's not a company, and it is well known for the last 40 years. And they are providing the most important certificates. And we actually intentionally choose only one, CompTIA Security Plus, because when you when you search these certificates in your web browsers, most probably you will be seeing these certificates in one of the most important 10 certificates in the world. And as you can imagine, we will be giving you this bootcamp, providing you this bootcamp only for 24 weeks. And to be realistic, in 24 weeks, we are going to build a career, but still, to support this career, we need a certificate, and it is actually the best choice in that sense. And you will be receiving these certificates with our support, with our small bootcamp after the end of our modules. And we will be informing you about these certificates in coming stages of our bootcamp. And then if you like, we can pass to the next slides. Okay. In order to support our teaching, we are going to use, as I mentioned, CompTIA textbook. And you will have also a learning management system account. And we will be giving your accounts in the very beginning of our bootcamp. And for each module, we will have some folders here, and we are going to share documents. Which documents? Those are actually will be lecturers' presentations, lecturer notes, some cheat sheets, some links for external sites. It will be very, very resourceful for us. Whenever you want, you are going to sign in your LMS system, and it will be your Wikipedia in one sense during the bootcamp. And we will be uploading all necessary material onto this LMS. And it will be very crucial to run this bootcamp smoothly. And the next slide, please. And when it comes to interaction, it is very important, as you know, interaction. Without interaction, how can we be successful actually during this training? So this interaction will be between you and us, between you and our instructors. But it is also very important. As students, you will have this interaction. And we intentionally choose this platform. As you may know, if some of you are good game players, you should have on this platform, Discord, rather than using WhatsApp, rather than using some other good competitors such as Slack. We intentionally choose this Discord, and you will have some accounts on Discord. We will be providing almost the same material on Discord, and you will have a free membership. Whenever you want, you can ask some questions to your friends, your group members, your instructors. It will be very functional in that sense, and we will be sharing some important documentation via Discord, and we will be sharing some important news. We will be sharing some important cyber breaches, recent cyber breaches. So we will keep you updates by using Discord, and you will also keep your friends updated by using Discord. It will be functional. And I can see a question here, but I will answer it later if you let me. Actually, this is the last slide of my presentation. And thank you for your participation. I know at first glance, it is very complicated because I try to cover all necessary notions, concepts, and it is very difficult to explain everything in 10 minutes, in 20 minutes, and you must have a lot of questions. Now we are here, but before starting with your questions, thank you for your patience and thank you for your participation. And we are able to answer your questions.
Dr. Irmak and Mr. Çakakolo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this beautiful presentation. So there are some questions, so you can also see the questions. Before answering those questions, I just want to ask some questions to summarize what you discussed. So the program is starting on, the new program is starting on March 9th, 2023. This is gonna be the first batch. And you said the days of the instruction is going to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Am I right?
And Thursday, 3 days for lessons, but Fridays actually will be for our case studies, group studies.
Okay.
Yes.
And then instruction times. So what time of the day are you going to give the instructions?
Yeah, it will be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, and most probably it will be 11 a.m. For Pacific time. Yeah. Yes, right.
And then how long each class is gonna take?
And we will have four lessons, and each lesson will be 45 minutes. And in total, every day, you will be sharing your 3 hours, 30 minutes with us. and we will have only 30 minutes for breaks. But our instructors will decide when will actually this break starts.
Yeah. And
Because sometimes we cannot break our lessons. So sometimes it is very similar to Hollywood movies. So we don't want to stop at one point, and it takes almost 2 hours, but nobody feels that pain after spending 2 hours in this lesson. So it will be
sounds
very
super exciting. Yeah.
exciting.
And then this program is going to last 24 weeks, right?
24 weeks, starting from March 9th and up to almost the end of August.
And it has theory plus lots of hands-on experience. And as far as I could see, hands-on experience is going to be aligned with using Try Hack Me platform. And there was one question, there was one question about subscription to the platform. So as far as I remember, so we are going to provide subscription to the platform during the course, but the students can keep their accounts once they leave Magnimind, once they leave the program, they can subscribe themselves and continue with their own account so that they can keep their rank and use that objective ranking to signal their strength. Am I right?
Sure. So
Perfect.
they can continue building up their career by using Try Hack Me rooms after this bootcamp. But we will be providing our students the premium accounts. So it will involve almost 600 different rooms. So nobody can complete these rooms actually in 6 months period. So it is very comprehensive. It is very comprehensive and it is very challenging. It will take some time. So I remember actually during my education in the last years, only in one room, I spent 6 hours.
Yeah.
So it's
Again,
very
that sounds
challenging.
pretty exciting and challenging.
Yeah. So
you also mentioned CompTIA test and preparation for the test. Again, we are going to provide membership to CompTIA material, teaching material, right?
yes, for each module, we will be providing this free membership. So our students will be assessing this CompTIA, ITF Plus, CompTIA Pentest Plus, CompTIA Network Plus, and CompTIA Security Plus textbooks actually. So they will have an account there.
So the next question, and there was one question related to this one, and I'm sorry if I'm taking time of our audience if they have any questions, but I just want to clarify. So are there any prerequisites for anyone to join this program? So one person from the audience attendees said, is there any programming requirement for joining this program?
Actually, regarding programming knowledge or programming experience, like Python or any scripting language, is not a prerequisite of this program.
Perfect.
But our expectation from our students is to have only some knowledge of basic IT, some knowledge of using computer or laptop.
But you still will provide the basics of IT and the infrastructure
Sure.
at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Our ITF module will include all aspects.
Okay. And the courses are going to be online, live and online.
Right.
Yeah. Are we going to have the recordings, have access to recordings?
We are going to use this LMS system, also sharing these recordings after the lessons, but it will take some time to upload these recordings, as these recordings will be almost 3 hours. So please be patient for a while, and then you will be watching and you will be repeating the same material after the lesson.
Okay, thank you. So, so there are some questions. I don't know if those questions are not answered. I think the most important question left is how much this whole program is going to cost. What are the payment options? So maybe I'm gonna leave that to the very last after answer all the questions. So So for example, one question is there, and then this question is related to the payment, but is there any option that only pays after getting the job, and then without making any payment during the course time? As far as I know, there is no such option. So there is still some small amount I would consider that students are supposed to pay during the course time, but there are some options that they can make the payment after they get the job. Maybe we are going to show that in detail with one slide after we answer all the questions here. So we answered the question of how much coding experience is required. There is one question: do you have EDR tools in the process? So
Yes.
the answer
We
is
will
yes.
Yeah, we will be working one of the EDR tools, but at this stage, I don't want to make an advertisement of these brands. Yes, we have. We will be talking about EDR, yeah, endpoint detection and response.
Okay, thank you. So there's one question Mahish is asking: do you work with employers in Canada? So I don't know the answer to this one. So do you work with employers in Canada? I mean, this program is for anyone looking for employment in cybersecurity in any place, right? So it's not just about Europe or United States.
We don't have any geographical limitation at this stage,
Oh.
but some participants from space may not be.
Okay, and there was one comment on, I think it was a joke about Discord. So using Discord is not an endorsement for its security, right?
No.
Yeah.
Even TryHackMe as an account there has some room, and it's a kind of Amazon. And they will some other accounts, memberships there, and they will be all free. And it is very functional. We tested this.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I hope we answered. So there is one: what is a cyber breach? Is this a new protocol? So Ken is asking, what is cyber breach? Is this a new protocol?
It is actually cyber breach, not a breach.
Oh, breach. I
Yes.
see it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ken, I
So
hope this.
after each cyber attack, actually, we called that incidents as cyber breach, data breach.
I
So
see. Okay. So Mahesh is asking a very broad question. I'm sorry, Mahesh. So what is the future of cybersecurity? It's might be another a topic. There was another question related to relationship between cybersecurity and AI. I think we can leave these two questions for another meetup. Maybe we can have one meetup for the future of cybersecurity, another meetup for cybersecurity and AI. So thank you for these nice questions. And regarding the payments, I think Magnimind had this. 1 second, please. Let me share my screen if it's okay. I think everybody can see the screen. So what happens is this program, again, please correct me if I'm wrong. The program consists of modules. There are 4 modules, 4 main modules, and each module costs $2,500. So if you can start from any module. If you like, you want to join to the 3rd module, it's up to you, and you have to pay $2,500 per module. If you pay all modules together, like bundle them, then the cost will be $7,500. So these are the payment options that you can pay upfront. If you would like to make the payments in installments, then there are some other options available, like a deferred payment agreement. So in this case, you're going to register for $100, and for 11 months, you're going to be paying $100 a month, and then you're going to be paying $366 for 24 months, only after you get a job. I think this is one option I would consider extremely, I would consider it seriously to get into the domain. So $100 registration, $100 per month for 11 months. And then upon getting a job, $366 per month. And there is also a scholarship available with a specific coupon for members of vulnerable groups. So if you have any specific questions about this opportunity, please email us. So we're going to discuss in more detail about this opportunity with you. If you are a member of a vulnerable group, we are going to consider giving a specific coupon for that, which is going to be up to 50% scholarship. For that, please email us and then let us discuss about it. So thank you. Other than I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. Let me see if there are any new questions. I think our time is up, but if there are any additional questions, I think we don't have any more questions. So again, Dr. Irmak and Mr. Çokakoglu, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. I'm very excited about this new program. So all our attendees, everybody, the audience, thank you so much for listening. We're going to have additional programs giving information about our upcoming bootcamp. Please stay tuned. And as I said, if you have any questions, please let us know. Email us from info@magnimindacademy.com. So thank you and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you very much.